Hey, what's going on, guys? Honest Abe checking in. Jordan Bone at the line, 3.5 seconds remaining. Tennessee's got a 3-point lead now, still a 3-point lead. And the game is pretty much over. Big stop there at the end for Tennessee. But, man, you know what? This game it was a tough defensive battle, man. Shots just wouldn't fall for either team. I mean, Tennessee, I know they had 4 times they went on a stretch where they didn't score points for 4 minutes. And then Mississippi State, after Weatherspoon got hurt, they went on a stretch for 4 minutes. And I think that was their second or third time as well. Just shots would not fall for these guys tonight. Great defensive battle. Basically at this point, it is survive and move on. It is March Madness. Anything could happen. I mean, we saw today that, Auburn went down. They had a huge lead at halftime. And Auburn went down from Alabama. Alabama beat Auburn. The score was 81-63. Sorry, I can just grab my notes here real quick. And then, something happened after the game. Bruce Pearl, we don't really know what happened. Something with the strength and conditioning coach with Alabama. He said something, bumped into Bruce Pearl, and Bruce Pearl went off. And that was crazy. That blew up Twitter pretty quickly. After the Auburn loss. But number one, Auburn goes down in the SEC tournament semifinal game. And then Kentucky was just too much for Georgia. But you know what? I mean, at this point in the season, winning 3 games in a row is just hard. Georgia had played 2 incredible games. They got to face Kentucky today. And just Kentucky and their amazing talent just was too much for them. Mississippi State has played well. They played well last night, and there was a tough game. Grant Williams was just he was double teamed the entire game. Mississippi State played incredible defense. Both teams had like 14 turnovers. It was just very, very difficult game for both teams, and neither team just could hit shots tonight. But, Tennessee ends up winning 62-59 here. Just watching the post-game real quick report from Rick Barnes, Grant Williams here. But yeah, we don't know who they will play. Tennessee will either play Arkansas or Florida. That game's coming up next here on the SEC network. So, good luck to both those teams. But, man, just some hard-fought game from Tennessee and Mississippi State tonight. A couple weeks ago, I think it was the 27th, Tennessee played Mississippi State and just blew them out. They beat them by 22. But Mississippi State was ready tonight. They were on their ball. And you know what? I wish the best for Weatherspoon. He went out early in the second half with a neck injury. They sent him to the hospital, and it looks like he's going to be okay. We're not for sure, but he was responsive at the hospital. We did get that report during the game there. He was wiggling his toes and talking to the medical staff there at the hospital. So that's a great sign. Hate seeing a player go down, being carted off on a stretcher. It doesn't matter what team it is. And that's actually the second time it happened earlier in the Alabama game as well. Wishing Weatherspoon a speedy recovery. And we'll see what happens with Mississippi State. A lot of people have them out in the NCAA tournament. They needed to really advance, beat Tennessee tonight to get to the NCAA tournament. So we will see what happens. We know Tennessee's a lock for the tournament. As Rick Barnes said before the game, it's always good to have another tournament ahead of you. But you know what? Let's see if Tennessee can pull out another 2 victories and become SEC tournament champs. It's going to be a hard battle. We'll see whether they play Arkansas or Florida, but we'll see. But you know what? It was a great game overall. It just tough battle. March Madness, anything can happen. Last-second shots. It can be crazy. So we will see what happens. I'm going to finish my dinner here on about 9:30 or so on the East Coast or whatnot. But you guys enjoy your weekend. This is Honest Abe signing off. For now, we'll come at you guys tomorrow for a little pregame before Tennessee kicks off around 3:30 or so. We'll catch you guys later.